Earlier this year, I did a podcast episode with an imaginative prayer all around releasing perfectionism as a high achieving woman. Imaginative prayer is one of the ways that I have been able to personally connect with the Father, as well as lead a lot of my clients into beautiful spaces with Jesus, with the Holy Spirit, with the Father, and have revelations and connection with Him that they normally don't. And so the feedback was phenomenal. And I wanted to bring one more to you right here on the Seek First CEO podcast. And I wanted to give you a heads up that I am actually going to be starting a completely separate podcast for guided prayers. And you might hear guided prayer, you might hear imaginative prayer, but either way, it is doing what we're going to do today. The response was so good. My clients were like, we would love to have these in one place. And I thought, well, if they would, I bet you would too. So, two things. One, experience this today. This is my gift to you. It's all about getting into alignment because alignment is the first step to abundance. In the abundance framework, we talk all about alignment, and I did this exact same prayer in my program, Overflow, and I wanted to share it with you today. Number two, if you are interested in getting access to this private podcast, then shoot me a message on Instagram or in my email that I will leave below and let me know that you want access. I'm so excited to bring this to you. And I hope this episode blesses you today with the alignment imaginative prayer we did in Overflow. Enjoy. So if you feel safe, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And if you don't feel safe, no problem. You can keep them open. But I'm going to ask you just to take one more deep breath in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. And I want you to imagine that you are standing in front of a door. And this isn't just any door. This is a beautiful door. It's ornate. It is really big. It is like 3 times the size as you. It's strong. It represents security. And you've been knocking on this door. You've been maybe even pounding on it and trying to push it open. Really just trying to make it open, but it hasn't budged. And if you're really honest with yourself, you're tired. Your hands kind of hurt. And your heart feels heavy, wondering, why is this door not opening? Deep down, you believe that maybe you have to earn your way into getting access into this place. Maybe you've been striving to do all the things. But today, something shifts. You feel a gentle hand on your shoulder, and you turn around. And who do you see? You see Jesus. He's not frustrated with you. He's not shaking his head or asking why you still don't get it and why you haven't figured out how to get through the door. He's simply smiling. And in his eyes, you see safety. You feel love, and you feel so at peace. And he says your name. He says, you don't have to knock anymore. In fact, this door has never been locked. He takes you by the hand, and together you walk through this big door. You didn't force it. You didn't fight for it. It simply opened because Jesus was with you. You step inside, and the atmosphere inside this door is something you rarely have ever experienced. It's warm, it's peaceful, it's safe. This is the place of alignment. In this door, you don't have to strive to belong. You're not loved for what you do. You're loved because of who you are. There's no pressure in this room. There's no proving here, and there is no performance, just presence. Jesus sits with you in here, and he invites you to release whatever it is that you have been carrying. Maybe the pressure to be more, or the need to figure it out. Or maybe it's the fear of slowing down and that guilt of resting. Maybe it's the voice that says, if I don't do it, it won't get done, and it's all on me. This is the room that you get to let it go. Right here, right now. He aligns your heart back to his. Your heartbeats are in sync with one another. And Jesus is attuning to exactly what you need. You feel it, that softening, that exhale, that sense of being safe enough to stop fighting. And he whispers to you, daughter, I want you aligned, not exhausted. I want your obedience from a place of trust, not overthinking. Let that truth settle deep into your body. This is what alignment feels like. Now you get to ask Jesus a question. I want you to ask him, what does alignment look like for me in this season? What does alignment look like for me in this season? Just listen. What do you sense? Maybe he's showing you a picture, maybe a feeling, a sensation, a smell, an idea. You don't need to explain it. You simply get to receive it. Because you are no longer striving your way into alignment. You're letting him lead you right into it. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, and I want you to grab your journal or maybe your notes app if you're near your phone, and I want you to write down a few things. Number one, what did you notice in your body during that prayer? What did you notice in your body during that prayer? Number two, what stood out to you most? What stood out to you most? And number three, what did Jesus show you about alignment? Just take a few minutes to write and let him speak and let it anchor you to this week. Your nervous system is learning a new way to be loved. And so it's okay if this still feels a little foreign to you and you're kind of like, oh, this feels uncomfortable. It's okay. This might be new to you. You don't have to earn this peace or try to prove anything to stay in alignment. You simply get to be his. So let that be your rhythm this week. Presence over pressure, peace over productivity, and Jesus over everything. Thank you so much for listening to the Seek First CEO podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, can you do a sister a solid? Subscribe to the show so that you never miss an episode, and leave a review so that other Kingdom entrepreneurs can find the soul-changing content that we share here. Thank you for being part of this community and for tuning in each week.